What's up, everybody? Welcome to another fresh take Mandalorian edition. Vicky, how you doing?
Hey everybody.
Okay, so episode 5, the Gunslinger. Okay, I'm gonna be honest. I didn't like this episode. I,
There wasn't enough Baby Yoda, so I don't really
nah, it
know
just wasn't enough. Anything.
anything.
It just wasn't enough anything in this episode. They did have a couple of cameos. Like Amy Sedaris was in it. She was pretty funny as the head mechanic of the
Oh yeah.
droids. She was funny. Ming Na Wen is in it, and she's supposed to have a beefier role in the next few episodes, but she really didn't do anything that we ain't seen Ming Na do 100 times before on Agents of Shield and everything else you've been on.
I
So
know, right?
I'm just like, this is really not a good episode. And every season has to have, every show has at least 1 or 2 episodes that are garbage. This is just theirs because to me, I've been enjoying it for week after week, but this episode really just like outside of the beginning, which it does open out with actual space battle, which I was surprised because I was wondering like, when, are they gonna ever do an actual space battle?
But it felt out of place. Like it was just like, bam, we're in space battle. What? What? Come on now. Like it just didn't make sense.
Yeah, it's one of those situations where you're like, okay, yeah, it's a space battle because it's one bounty hunter that tracked them, and so they're having their little space battle. But compared to other stuff we've seen in Star Wars, you kind of expected something to be a little bit more set up than that, and that wasn't. Even though I did like the move that he did, I thought that was cool to kill the guy. I
Yeah.
thought that was dope, but you're right. It did kind of feel out of place, and it only served to like set up where he was going. Because guess where he went, people? Mos Eisley, the one place you don't trust anybody at. They have set that up in pretty much every Star Wars. If you go to Mos Eisley, don't trust nobody there. Just don't. And of course, he needed some money, so he had to take a job. He takes a job with this guy who wants to be a bounty hunter, and from there, you get into, I guess, the meat of the episode, which really, once again, really ain't nothing.
No.
Because like he's just this young guy who wants to be a bounty hunter, but once again, you got to remember where you're at, Mos Eisley, which pretty much means he's gonna do something foul. And he does. So the only thing that was actually cool was the cliffhanger they set up, in my opinion, because the guy does shoot Ming Na's character, and you see at the end of the episode this person walking up to her body, and I don't think she dead. And that's pretty much the cliffhanger because I mean, there was nothing in this episode.
No.
I really think there really was nothing going on in this episode.
It should have just been part of another episode. Like how many episodes supposed to be?
8.
Yeah. If you just needed to be 7 and one episode longer, that would have been fine. Like you did not have to be an even number, or if you needed to skip a week, that would have been fine. Just to combine, like this was such a small, like no movement episode that it could have just, the space battle could have been at the end of the last episode, and the bounty hunter thing could have been at the beginning of the next episode. Like you split it up, and let's move on, because that's why I said I really thought the space battle just felt out of place, because it felt like it should have been part of a different episode of something else going on. Like everything just didn't make sense. So I don't know if there was like something cut from the show to kind of transition from one spot to the next, and maybe that's why this episode didn't feel right. Because I mean, there's always throwaway episodes.
Yeah.
If you watch any show on the CW, you know they have 2 to 3 throwaway episodes that are pointless except for the last 2 minutes that's going to set up something for the future. It is what it is. Especially Supernatural. Supernatural has done it so many times in which they've gone back in time, gone to the future, black and white. They do singing episodes, whatever. They just that's what this episode. They didn't even do that well in this episode. Like there's throwaway episodes, and then there's just trash. It's just trash.
Yeah, it by far the worst, and I think what makes it worse is the fact that we've had like great episode after great episode after great episode. Because like I said, I've been enjoying everything up until this.
It was solid episodes, and you only have 8 episodes. You can't afford to have a throwaway episode when there's only 8 of them.
Yeah, I agree. They probably should have took like the Marvel Netflix way and just like, okay, look, one episode is gonna have to be an hour.
Yeah,
that's one episode is just gonna have to be an hour. So, we're just gonna have 7 episodes. One of them gonna be an hour because like it's just this. Don't crap. Now they're probably gonna make it up to us this week because I got a feeling I know who's coming. So they're gonna probably make it up to us this week. But like this episode just didn't go anywhere at all. This is like this was a garbage episode for real. There's no way around it. It's a short episode too. It's only like 30 minutes. I think it's one of the shorter episodes.
It felt shorter than that. It felt like it was like a 15-minute long episode.
Yeah, because I mean, they just really don't do jack.
Yeah.
For the entire time. So yeah, this review is short because the episode was that short. So
yeah, we discussed everything that happened. Done. Like
pretty much. Yeah,
there's not a lot to talk about.
There isn't even anything cool with Baby Yoda to talk about. Not really.
Yeah.
I mean,
not at all.
Like Baby Yoda don't even do nothing cool. Seriously. So I was just like, okay, got through this one. All right. Well, we're at the we're only 3 more episodes out. I mean, we got an episode this Friday. We got an episode. I don't think we have an episode next Friday. And then the next 2 weeks, this I think it's an episode comes on like a Tuesday, and then the last episode's on that Friday before the year ends. So, and I know why we're not having an episode next week because that's episode 9 drops.
Yeah,
next Friday. So
here's my question. So we know the Mandalorian set 15 years before.
Well, no, it's actually like 30. It's like 35 because this is 5 years after Return of the Jedi, 30 years before Force Awakens. So it's kind of like 35. At least that's how it was explained to me.
Okay, because when I looked online, it said 15 years.
Oh, nah, it's not 15. Because
maybe it was 15 30. Years after Return of the Jedi. Maybe that's what I read. 15 years after Return of the Jedi. Didn't say how many years before Force Awakens.
Yeah.
But whatever. So 15 to 30 years, right?
Yeah.
So Baby Yoda is already 50 years old. So 30 years from now, we'll say, is when The Force Awakens happens. So he's now
80.
A toddler.
Still.
Talking. Really, that's all he is. He'll be a toddler, but actually probably forming real words and better at ambulating. That's about it. So my question is this. And it doesn't feel like from The Force Awakens to, what is this?
Rise of Skywalker.
Rise of Skywalker. It's weird. Whatever. Okay.
Yeah, it's a weird name. It's a very weird name.
I'm like, ain't they dead?
Yeah, so it's a really weird name. So yeah.
But okay, sorry. I'm like, okay, so sorry. I keep having
going back to that.
fan theories pop in my head. Like, well, is it because of this? Well, is it this? Or is it that? God, I hope they don't do that storyline because that's just dumb. But okay. So everybody who's listening, y'all probably already understood what fan theories I was already thinking of, but whatever. So So my question is this. So we have Rise of the Skywalker, whatever his dumbass name.
Yeah.
Baby, I don't know what's the timeline between that and that. Maybe 5 years between
probably shorter than that.
Force Awakens. So yeah, right. So I'm
yes.
just giving you 5 years just to throw it out there. Whatever, but it's probably less than that. Yeah. Baby Yoda's maybe 90 years old now.
Yeah,
we're just guessing.
If he's alive.
Yeah. If they kill Baby Yoda, we're all revolting. So we're just gonna say Baby Yoda's alive. That's just what it is, okay?
It's just nice to remain hopeful.
Will Baby Yoda appear in Rise of Skywalker?
At this point, I think that's the whole reason why they showed him, because that movie's gonna make a reference to him in some way, shape, or form.
It better.
Yeah,
otherwise because y'all completely missing the mark. It's enough that the Baby Yoda merch ain't really out.
Like they're trying to like fill it up, but they can't. As soon as they put the pre-orders out, they get snapped up. So even Funko Pop is having trouble keeping up.
Yeah,
Funko, they known for having stuff on overstock and stuff, and they can't keep it in. So and that's his pre-orders.
Exactly. So it's a wrap. Okay. So they're not even going to be. So it's like you don't even have the Baby Yoda merch to launch, and so you already missed that mark. So if you don't have Baby Yoda doing something in this Rise of the Skywalker, I don't know what's wrong with y'all. Y'all need to fire the whole team.
Well, I think and this is just me just thinking out loud. The problem is like the explanation to how they're bringing back Palpatine, and if they're doing what I think they're doing, we're not gonna see Baby Yoda because of reasons.
Reasons.
Yeah. So I don't know exactly how they plan on doing this, but I got a feeling that like we're not gonna see Baby Yoda, and that's gonna be because he's probably gonna not be around. That's what I'm thinking.
Baby Yoda gonna be dead?
Well, from the way they were acting at the beginning when they actually got him, I'm like they were doing something to draw something out. So my guess would be they were trying to either draw out I can't even believe I'm actually about to say this because I hated that part of the prequels, the midichlorians out of his body to inject into whatever Palpatine is. Because Palpatine probably doesn't even have his force powers because he's probably either a clone or whatever from when he got chunked down a radioactive engine hole in Return of the Jedi. So that's where my mind is going, because I for some reason I feel like the reason why they showed that baby is because it's going to be referenced at some point in that movie.
If they kill Baby Yoda, they need to do what they did.
They may not kill him. They may just take his force powers from him.
They need to do what they did for the Sonic movie. Rewrite, redo, stop, rewind, and come on back. Figure it out. Retape. You better not, especially when you saw that. Ignoring how much money you can get out of it.
Yeah.
If you do anything to hurt that precious cinnamon roll, you got a problem.
I think a lot of people will have issues with that. That's why I don't think they'll kill him, but I think they're gonna either extract most of the force out of him or something.
Do it.
Well, they were doing something to him when he went in there and saved. So we still don't, because I still think that doctor is evil as hell. I think.
Well, he just looked evil.
Yeah. So I mean, look, the client is clearly an evil German, and the doctor is just as bad. So I mean, that's just that for me. But we just gotta have to wait and see, because I'm thinking this episode is probably gonna give us a hint, and then we'll go see the movie, and then come back and catch those last two episodes, and it'll make sense.
Yeah.
I think that's what's going to happen, because I don't want to say that they're going to kill him, or no they're going, because I don't know, but I'm thinking there's a reason why they have the Baby Yoda in here, and we're going to find out that reason in Rise. Even though, yes, that is a dumb name now that I keep thinking about it. Dang, Rise of Skywalker.
Right? That's why I kept stopping and like, huh.
Yeah, that's so
stupid. I heard
stupid.
the name when it first came out, but I just didn't. I was like, whatever. And
when you say it to yourself, it is dumb. It sounds dumb as hell. All right.
It keeps getting dumber and dumber the more you say it.
Yeah. So maybe that's the best they could come up with. Fine. Whatever.
No, there's 1,000,001 other things. They could just call it Baby Yoda.
Okay, you in love with Baby Yoda. All right. So, people, let us know what you thought in the comments. Let us know what you thought about the episode. Like I said, I didn't think the episode was that good. It just was it's clearly their worst episode of the season. Let us know what your predictions are, and do you think that whatever happens in this show is going to have an effect on the movie and vice versa? Leave a comment, let us know, and we will see you guys on the next Fresh Take Mandalorian edition. Peace.
Bye.